I want you. Grab my hand. Grab my hand and get up. You got it. You hear me? You got a chance. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you're going through right now. I don't care about none of that. You got a chance. You hear me? You got the same 24 hours as everybody on this planet. You got a chance. You hear me? I'm supposed to be dead. You hear me? I was the first to make it out outside of my teenage years. I'm supposed to be dead.
My podcast is back. We have our lovely guest today. Her name is Charda Tabb. She is the owner of Creationz and the Women's Code. All shapes and sizes. Very good.
Co-founder.
Okay.
Because my partner would come for me.
Yes. So, Ms. Tabb, tell us a little bit about yourself. Background, all that stuff, where you come from.
Well, of course, I'm from Camden, New Jersey, born and raised. So I can't really give like one specific place because we jumped all over the place. Originally, I was born in Cooper. Then we moved to Parkside. Then we moved to East Camden. Then we lived in Kramer Hill. Then we just lived a lot of places. So I am a legit around the way girl. Okay. That's what I'm gonna go with. Like I said earlier, born and raised. About maybe 14, my family and I, we moved to Lindenwood, New Jersey. We went to school there for a couple of years, and don't tell anybody about this. Totally got expelled. So I got expelled from the Lindenwood High School, which made me make my way back to the Camden area, and then I finished out my last 2 years at Woodrow Wilson High School. Graduated from there, went to the College of New Jersey. Popped off in there. It was for real. It was for real. I didn't even know that I was supposed to be there doing what I was doing, but I did that. And then I went to Fairleigh Dickinson University for my master's degree.
So you have a BA in what?
My BA is in communications. I have a minor in psychology. Like I'll be out here kicking game, and then I'll be all up in the game. That type of thing. And then you might have to ready for that, right? Because my thought process originally when I went into it, I was like, I'm gonna do nursing because like I'm gonna make bread and it's gonna be amazing. And then I got in there, and then we had that anatomy and physiology class, and I was like, this is gonna be so dry. I am not doing this to myself. Like, and I'm going to have fun while I'm here. So I'm not. So I was trying to make a decision. I was like, all right, maybe I'll do communication since I really like writing. Then I was like, well, what if I hate it? And then like I stopped liking what I like. So I was like, all right, bet. Like I gotta come up with a game plan. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna do communications, then I'm majoring in psychology. That way I could be all up in your head. I could be writing. Boom, I went both ways, and that really worked out for me. So then I went into, as I said earlier, I graduated from Fairleigh Dickinson for grad. Then I worked at Trenton Psychiatric Hospital. Great people love me. Yeah, but I got pregnant in my last year for my externship, so I decided to move back this way for family support. And like, I've honestly been here kind of like taking over since then. Dealing with peer mentor mentee at Woodrow Wilson High School. I have a residential facility that I've started called a Queen's Arc. It is geared towards teenage moms that are 17 to 21. I have my own little pumpkin. I said she's up in age now, so just showing her certain things is really important to me. My partner, i.e. Sister Soul, Jessica Clinton and I, we created the Women's Code, All Shapes, Shapes, and Sizes in 2018. We did our first annual program, and that basically is a networking system for women of color who are interested in building their own businesses and, you know, just having exposure to queen-like women. I don't know, sir. I'm about to run. Somebody came in, you know what the rules are. Somebody else oh, no problem. So, anywho, doing that, and then I am the owner of Creationz, which is a styling and fashion boutique. And effective March 9th, we are going to be releasing my first clothing line. The collection is called The Future is Queen.
I'm just over here just taking it all in, like, yeah.
No, because I am like really working off of like a quality 2 hours of sleep because I'm really
You told me something crazy.
Okay.
Story.
So let me tell you what happened. So I knew I was coming here, and so I was like trying to prepare myself like throughout the course of the week. But I didn't make some good decisions. So I made good decisions, but like my time didn't line up with the good decisions that I made. because I'm a whole mom and like extra like HR rep, and then like I'm doing the business thing, and it was just a lot. So I said yesterday I'm going to submit this Friday afternoon and I'm going to be done. What happened was I had to go to Harlem to go to a meeting. Then after that I had to go to the manufacturer for the clothing. Then I had to fly back to Jersey to go to my daughter's recital. Then I had to come back, start typing again. Then I had to go to work, and then I worked overnight, so I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to submit this like yesterday.
You're like,
so,
years ago.
well, I mean, we don't need to get here. It's neither here nor there, like neither. So anyhow, like at about, I want to say like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like typing it up. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be fine. So I get off of work this morning at 7, I shower up, I'm like, get your eyes popping, it's gonna be okay. Swish it up, okay, pull the swoop to the front, in there, crown, ready. So like I have my power colors on, my like royal blue, that's my favorite color. I was like, I'm killing with this one. As soon as I walk in, bang. That was my thought process. So I was like, all right, like I'm really hungry. Let me just get something light, because like depending on what angle I'm in the camera, like I ain't trying to be out here looking like sloppy, because they could be like, oh, I don't want to buy nothing from her because she looks crazy. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a coffee and I'm gonna get a cinnamon raisin bagel. And so like I'm listening to my gospel music because Tasha was popping, like all that. So anyhow, I'm going on and I have my raisin bagel in my hand, and I want to go like this, and then when I went to turn, it was like, and then I sat there with the car driving still. And I was like, damn, this is devastation. All right. I was like, all right, okay, game plan. So McDonald's was in front of me, and I was like, I really feel like I could get this out. And the more that I kept scrubbing, it didn't get out. So I went to the back up in the car. I'm like, all right, what's the best thing that I can do that kind of goes with my color scheme, that's not really disrespecting my line? I was like, so I threw this on, but I'm here. I made it. Hungry. Like,
yeah. She made it.
What's the moral to the story?
Yeah.
The moral to the story is get money.
Indeed.
Nah, but in all seriousness, like,
backup dress. Always
absolutely, always keep a backup outfit, and try to eat before you leave. Like, and if you are going to be eating something, like, let it not have any type of creamy nature, because it's probably not going to be successful if you hit a pothole or if the cops are after you. Nah.
Hopefully the cops aren't after you.
But in the event that they are.
I have a serious question for you. Now it seems like your schedule is busy, right? And very hectic. Do you find it hard to balance your business and being a mother? Is it easy for you, or is it?
So let me just be like really transparent. I actually just had a conversation with my daughter's father yesterday, and I kind of wanted to punch him in the throat, just slightly. But I didn't. Like, you should be proud of me. Like, no, I actually had a conversation with him, and I was telling him, I was like, listen, like, I just have a lot going on. I just need maybe 4 minutes of your time where you can just help me with the things that he's just so accustomed to me always taking care of. Because I was like, I have a lot right now. I'm definitely gonna be able to like jump back on it. I just need like maybe a couple weeks for you to just like pop in, take her, and help me out so I can get these things done until after the show is over. He's like, okay. So what I noticed is that when you ask people for help, they always in some way, shape, or form throw it back at you. Like, I did something for you, and like it might not necessarily be like I want to thank you or like I owe you, but like I don't like to be reminded about things that you did for me, so I just typically won't ask anyone. And so he said something just like, yeah, I feel like her hair should be down her back, and I was like, I feel like your money should be longer in other ways. But anywho, nonetheless, it was a respect of, it doesn't matter what's going on in my life, whether it's business, whether it's work, whether it's church, whatever the case. Like, I always make it a top priority that my daughter is number one. She's the reason why I do everything that I do. And so when I'm second guessing her or I'm shorthanding her, I feel like I'm not being successful to the capacity in which I need to be. And if I could be really honest, in the past couple of weeks, I might have slept for like, I'd say like maybe a good 48 hours, because like I have been moving. I decided that when I wanted to go full throttle with the business, that I was going to step down from my current full-time position. That in itself was just so much anxiety because in this space, like we're always like, I have to have a job in order to maintain. And it's a scary thing to decide I'm going to step outside of what I'm accustomed to, what I've been doing since I've been 14 years old, and what everybody's telling me that I should do. Like, you should go to college so you can get this degree. So when you get this degree, you can go and work for someone, and you're going to make a certain amount of money. And the expectation is that you're going to have this job for 20 or 30 years when realistically you're boxing yourself in. So you go from one box to the next. Like, okay, so now I'm Camden. Maybe I'm not going to be successful, and I have all these other bad things that happen that I have to take to me, even if I get successful after I graduate. So now I go to college and I get this degree. I'm boxed into, should I get a job that is applicable to this degree and make this certain amount of money and climb this ladder the way that they say I'm supposed to? Or do I take the information that I learned in college, do I take the people that I met and I make this like something for me that is like that identifies Charda as opposed to what everybody else thinks I'm supposed to do. So it was a really, really scary decision for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna take a couple steps back from this job and I'm really gonna focus on finding Creationz because I feel like this is what makes me extremely happy. This is what I could get up every single day and do, and this is when I pass my daughter's legacy, and this is what she's gonna be able to like foster and build a firm foundation for her family. You know, futuristically.
What inspired you to start your own?
You want the truth or like the sugar-coated version?
The whole truth. Like,
you just told me I only got like 10 seconds for each. Like,
and you just wasted 4 seconds.
First of all, it was 5 seconds. Well, honestly, it was really a combination of things. Everything. My brother was murdered in 2012, and it was like a really, really difficult thing for me to deal with because we were really, really, really tight. So I was like in the process of coping with that, and then got into a relationship. The relationship was going well. The guy I was dating, his mom passed away, and then it kind of like the whole relationship kind of went to shambles. And when the relationship went to shambles, it forced me to deal with the mourning of my brother, then the mourning of the relationship, mommyhood, life, still having to keep getting up, and it was like, okay, like sis, you gotta find something that's going to put you in a positive realm because like you just can't sit here and just be broke and you just can't do it. So I started reading my word like intensely. I don't think I've ever read that much. I don't think I've ever prayed that much in my whole entire life. Like I thought it was like, you know, you pray in the morning time, you pray at night, and then you pray before you eat, like, you know, your regular typical. I felt like I was praying like 17, 18 times a day, just like in work, like, I don't even really want to be here, Lord, please, just help me get through. So I went to, AC Moore. I was like, oh, this is cute. Started making different earrings, different necklaces, and then I kind of just like threw myself into that. Started out with the jewelry. Someone saw, I was like, oh, that's nice. I started selling jewelry. Then I came up with this shirt. It's called I Am Black History. I did it for my sorority sisters. I put myself on like a social probation for like 90 days, just from like IG, Facebook, all of that. When I came back, I didn't even get a chance to come back. The shirt had went viral. And I had like 500 orders in my box, like, please send it to me. So it literally started from there, and I'm like, all right, well,
Where's our shirts that you did you get a shirt?
The thing was that mic check. Just wanted to say, they're like $50 each. I guess I'll get you one. Yeah, so it kind of went viral, and then it kind of just like opened up my mind to just doing other things and pulled out some things I didn't even know was there. So I've been hustling ever since then. And it's become very, very lucrative. And in that time, I've been able to see that there's a lot of different things that I would want to see out there in fashion that I didn't see, and then a lot of other things that other people would desire to see. That in speaking with them, I'm like, oh, I got that for you. So it's kind of like evolved from there. But if I could just like be transparent, it was really the thought process of my brother and watching his 2 sons that, you know, his father isn't here, their father isn't here, and it's like what do they look forward to? Like, how do they know how to be men? Like, what is the long-lasting legacy that is overall? So, and trying to show them and then show my daughter that, like, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, you can do something regardless of where you're from, regardless of what happened. And that's what
How would you describe your fashion style? If you had to compare yourself to one other fashion designer or whoever, who would you?
You know what? I just told my daughter yesterday. This is about to sound like really arrogant. I just told her I did because like you get into she was telling me that this little boy was messing with her at school and he said that her hair was ugly. I was like, don't even trip off if it does, because like bottom line is, if a dude tells you that you're pretty, like dismiss him anyway. Be quite honest, because like if you think that I'm pretty, if you think that I'm regular, and you don't think that I'm beautiful, like you're not really up to my caliber of speaking anyway. So let's just move past that. I don't feel like I identify with anybody else that's in the world. Like I'm Charday, and the other people are who they are. I think that everybody has their own great entity about them, whatever it may be. But like as people, as creators, we all sample from one another. So I'll see something, I would never, ever, ever do anything the same exact way that someone else did. I'd be like, oh, that's really, really nice, but I would do it this way. I love Coco Chanel. Like, she's just amazing. And for her time frame when she was in, she was so cocky. Like, she was cocky, she had verbiage, like her quotes are like, no, I don't do fashion, I am fashion. I'm like, shh, okay? Like, let's be clear, like, there's some things that's out there, like, she's good at, no, she's not good at it. Usually, I just feel like everybody has their own crown in which they wear, so I sample from a lot of different things. Like my favorite fashion era is 1920s with the fascinators, the button hats, like the pearls. But I don't stay there. Like I can do urban chic too. Like I put some Timbs on real quick with some cut-up jeans and throw that onto a blazer. I love thigh-high boots. That is my thing. Feel like I'm Little Kim, but like I can't do that when I'm in church. So it just really depends. Like, you know, given that I have a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different sets of circumstances that I deal with, I am a mom. I work in corporate America. Like I am young, black, I'm curvy. It's difficult for curvy women. Like all of my stuff is real, but I have a slimmer waist. I have thicker hips. It's difficult for me to wear certain types of jeans, different types of dresses. So I have to be conscious of that. I don't want to be walking around with everything all out. I feel like you can still be sexy and like appealing, fully dressed, just gotta work it the correct way. So I don't really have one particular style. That's what I'm gonna go with. And you'll see that, like you'll absolutely see that when you see my clothing. It has denim, it has leather, it has your old fasteners, it has gloves, it has the different trendy earrings, the different types of shoes. You're always going to see somewhere in my collection some high-waist skirts because they are for me. They're so for me.
Now, you got any men's clothing out there?
Well, the thing is...
Coming in the future, anything? You know, because like
he was
saying, you're a person,
I don't want to.
You gotta find certain jeans.
I honestly don't want to say it that way. There's a couple of
clothes.
things that I have done for guys, like sweatshirts and stuff like that, but I don't like to really correspond with men in this field because it just gets so messy. It's never a situation where I could just sit down and have like a business conversation. It's always that, yeah, so I want you to help me do your styling. Then I can take you out to dinner. And I'm like, and that's why.
Like look at things, it seems like you dealt with it.
I'm just listen. So I had hired this guy to do my audio visual because I had this show coming up, and I told him from the jump. I was like, you probably are a really nice guy, but I just want to tell you, like, I don't mix business with pleasure, and I really don't take well to the advances when I'm trying to get work done. It's like, oh no, I'm completely professional. I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it. I give him the down payment, and so I'm like, hey, I was just calling to find out what's going on. He's like, yeah, so this is what I decided to do because like I got an opportunity to talk to you and find out what it is that you want, and I'm just like so in awe of like what it is you're trying to do. I was like, great, that's awesome. Like I would love for you to believe in what I'm doing. That makes it even better because you're gonna do a good job. So he's like, so I decided I'm gonna charge you this, and this, and I'll take off like $1,000. Like if you just let me take you out to dinner. I was like, damn, now I gotta find a new organization. Just that quick.
You didn't think about it at all? Was it tempting at all?
No.
$1,000.
No.
Yeah,
But that's the other thing. Remember I told you like in the beginning, like I don't like for anybody to come back to me to tell me what they did for me, and I don't want anybody to hold anything over my head. Like, and I don't mind people doing things for me, but that's the reason why I don't want anyone to do anything for me, because you're gonna bring it back later. Like, remember when? I'm like, I do remember.
Some men can be assholes sometimes.
Yes.
I said some men can be assholes sometimes.
People in general.
People
It's
can be
not
assholes,
just,
yeah.
it's
But in
not-
that situation, what you were saying, like this, you know,
I'm like,
you're trying to handle business and
yeah, that's all I want to do. Like, all I want to do. No, for real. I mean, at some point, because that's like, well, is this the, all that it is? I'm like, just, I believe this is all that it is, because I definitely said business first. I never said we were going out anywhere. It was weird. Y'all don't understand the struggles I deal with, like, for real. Like, this guy sent me a whole list of, like, different foods and stuff via menu. And I'm like, wait. No, because I was offended. I'm gonna just leave it about you. So I opened it up.
I don't know how you turned it
Because,
around.
like, I just feel like it's a stereotype that women who are pretty can't be intelligent, they can't cook, they can't have all of this all at once. And so when somebody meets me, they're like, oh, she got personality, she know how to dress, like, she a good mom, too. She got her own stuff. I go with her. Like, and you're like, I'm okay, thanks. Like, oh, so you're not gonna go with me? I'm like, I'm fine. Then some people don't know how to take that. And I'm like, I'm not trying to come for you. I just don't want to go with you. Can we just be friends? Like, so yeah.
But I just don't understand how you got that from.
Because I was offended because I know how to cook. So it's like, by the way, I heard some things. I didn't want to say it directly to you. So now I realize.
Ever since I seen left by that car in the crib, I wanted to feel like Kirk when he shop at the mall. I needed fame like Wag playing that basketball. I'm on the corner with the bass, watching out for the law. I tell my youngin' hand it off, I'ma sit in the car. I used to go visit my dog, now he don't speak at all. I need that Billy and Czar, I don't know what y'all on. I got the mind of a hustler, I tell Camden I'm gone. I give you game long, homie, if your loyalty strong. I'm talking for the people, black people we on. If you ain't trying on your own, then I don't know what y'all on. Mission I'm on to put my family on. I know the feeling of being broken outside being home. Word.
That hardship you've been through, I don't care what nobody else gonna say. I'm proud of you. Oh, Wallow, you don't know me. I don't care if I don't know you. I know somebody to know you. That's why you getting this message. Because I'm proud of you. You hear me? You doing your thing. You done went through all you know, I wanted that promotion. You went and got that. I got this idea. You gonna get business to life. Oh, I'm gonna be a better person. I'm gonna get back with my friend. You done that. I'm gonna get back. Oh, I'm gonna put my ego to the side. I know I did wrong. Let me get back with my girl. You done that. I'm proud of you for manning up. I'm proud of you for going after your dreams. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.